I'm on the phone, and if you keep interrupting me, you're going to get your mouth spanked.
LIEnette said those exact words on the phone, recorded line with Levy County Dispatch, trying to get a deputy out at her place or to talk to. And what did Levy County Sheriff do? Nothing. As a matter of fact, they probably didn't even realize it happened. But even if they did realize, would they have done anything? Even the Levy County DCF officer or investigator has done literally nothing. Didn't even ask LIEnette a single word. But I'm going to play the entire conversation with you. It's public information. That's not the only thing she's gotten away with. In this police report, she openly tells them she's breaking the law. These are called wiretapping laws, and every state has them, although they vary state to state. It's all about whether you can record a phone call or not. And in Ohio, it's a one-party consent state. That means I am the one party. If you are the other party, the only consent I need is mine, the person recording. Therefore, I can record anything at any time. I am the one party that gives consent. Florida is an all-party consent state. Unless you have permission, you can't film. So anything I've ever filmed, such as a storage unit auction, a live auction in Florida, I've received permission from those in attendance beforehand. And LIEnette has no permission, and she tells the dispatch that she actually broke the law. It goes on here. She says she got a phone call asking for John Kirk. Yeah, it does say Kirk. No, that's not Crook. You would think that they would have these names down by now. And somebody said they wanted to buy some pharmaceuticals from Crook and asked for Crook. And then LIEnette contacts dispatch and says that, well, she recorded the call and the person didn't know that LIEnette was recording. And LIEnette, in the actual call with dispatch, tells the dispatcher she knows she's not allowed. Listen to this.
Levy County Sheriff's Department calling.
Hi, did Lieutenant Anderson leave already, or Beecham, or anyone?
I'm not sure.
I have a lady calling me that is harassing me and saying that she wants to talk to John Cook because she wants to buy drugs from him. And it's because of Jeremy Hales and the crap he puts online.
Let's evaluate that crap I've put online. That crap that's online is screenshots of LIEnette's conversations with other individuals where LIEnette tells them that Crook is selling rugs. So that crap I put online is LIEnette's own crap that she put out publicly.
Somebody needs to get a hold of me. A deputy needs to get a hold of me, or somebody does, so they can take care of this lady.
Okay, hold on for me just a second. I'll put the information and get a supervisor to contact you. What is your address?
151 Otter Creek.
What's your telephone number?
We've just decided we're not putting up with this stuff.
I find that hilarious because when we decided we weren't going to put up with this stuff anymore, we were called bullies. They were called victims. Wait, hold a second. So we ignored everything they were doing, not only to us, to the residents of Otter Creek, for well over almost a year. And then when we finally, after they ignore the cease and desist, then we get civil protection orders and they ramp up and they ramp up and they ramp up. Now they're not putting up with it anymore. They did this. This is what they wanted. They wanted their name. They wanted the fame. They wanted the planet to know who they were. Now, I do not condone anybody contacting anybody that's a part of the What the Hale story. This is the news of our lives. Always allow us to handle it the right way, the legal way, as we have been doing the entire time. And part of that process is accountability and safety. Without the internet, I'm not so sure we would be even alive today, because the accountability exists with everything that has happened and is continued to happen.
Are they harassing phone calls?
She just called me. She called me the first time, and she said, is John Cook available? I said, why? She said, because he told me that he was going to, I could buy some meat off of him. John doesn't do meat, and Jeremy Hales just did a video saying that John doesn't sell meat, so that's why these people are doing this.
She said she doesn't watch. Now, I never said these words. I've only shared her words about John Crook. Her words. Now, for her to say that anybody is contacting her because of me, that's a pretty far stretch. Because let's look at this in reality. She has hundreds of GoFundMes begging for money. She's posted all over multiple Facebook pages all this garbage about her ex, John Crook. You've got other foolish people like Shart, who's putting her crap all out there as well. Anybody could find out any of this information from any venue, particularly the people in her court.
And Lieutenant Anderson said that when these things happen, to call in because we're documenting how it affects us, what he's doing to us.
Okay. Do you know who she was?
Nope. I got her phone number, though, if it's a real number.
What's the phone number?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull it back up. The number is 941. We're not abusing Mr. Hales. We're mind our own damn business. We're prisoners in our own
So she's
damn
asked to
home.
speak to him because she said she could buy him.
Yes, because Jeremy has put on his videos hundreds of times that we're addicts and that we sell drugs, that John sells drugs.
That would have been LIEnette who stated that. And then all I did was share it, with my little buddy, my otter, from Otter Creek.
We don't do
Okay. All right, I'm going to get the med unit on the way, okay?
Okay.
You pretty sure and have the
And, ma'am,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
call is recorded, but I didn't tell her I was recording it, and I know I can get in trouble for that, but I do have the call recorded. My voicemail says that all my calls are recorded.
Okay. All right. I'll get the deputy to make the corporal or the sergeant to make contact with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
My voicemail says that all my calls are recorded. So that magically makes it legal now? Not to mention, it never went to voicemail. She picked up the phone. This is complete and total foolishness. What she did is illegal. And the dispatcher did nothing about it. That's a problem for me. What's next? We're going to have murderers going out there and going, my voicemail said that I was going to unalive you. Therefore, I can do whatever I want. Oh, my goodness, the rationale and reasoning. Now, this is as stupid as creators, if they want to even call themselves creators. They're not creators. They're thieves. Taking information from other channels and then slapping fair use all over it. This is one of the greatest things that YouTube is now telling all content creators on YouTube. Slapping fair use on it doesn't make it not theft. And they are actively shutting down all of these channels now. YouTube is finally taking the most proactive approach they ever have from these thieves stealing from other people who have creativity, who actually create original pieces of art. And yet, all of those who are going to have their channels deleted are going to be crying. But I put fair use on it.
Levy County Sheriff's Office on record line. This is Odessa. How can I help you?
Hi, this is LIEnette Preston. I just got a very scary, unnerving prank phone call, and it had a number with it. The guy threatened me. He told me that John Cook was his now, and that I'd better get an extended warranty on my Gladiator. He said a bunch of other things that were very threatening.
It's not okay for anybody to call anybody from a YouTube video, from a news story. It's not all right. Unless you see something inappropriate, illegal that needs to be reported, then you need to report those things. See something? Say something. So I'm not okay with what has happened. I'm not okay with calls coming in because I've been on the other side of it. You just haven't heard any of those phone calls. And frankly, I don't answer my phone if that number isn't programmed into my phone. They blasted my number all over the internet. She's blasted her number all over the internet. She's made her new number part of public information now. But here's the one thing that I'm listening to and going, this is what LIEnette always wanted. She wanted Crook gone. I would think she'd be overjoyed that somebody else is saying, he's mine now.
Okay, what's the phone number?
Mine or the one that called?
The one that called you.
Hold on. I can get it. It was 570-500. This is probably the 20th prank phone call today.
Okay. So he said that he was going to mess with your vehicle.
I recorded it. I have the recording of it. He said John Cook is his now, and he went on to say something about I better get an extended warranty on my Jeep because I'm going to need it, and I have it recorded. It was scary. He goes, steal me, get me, get me. The other lady that's calling is calling me a bitch. You have your own.
Okay. Do you want contact over the phone or in person?
They can just call me.
Okay. I will have them call you, Miss Preston.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
None of this is okay, regardless if they've done it to me already or not, which two wrongs don't make it a right. Public and free speech doesn't mean harassing somebody. Now, she's lived this in her entire life. I don't think she could prove that any What the Hale supporter has done this to her. She's had years and years and years of complaining everywhere she's been and lived, even though she doesn't want me to have that information, about the same things going on and on and on. So what's different this time? Well, she stalked somebody to Otter Creek. And the difference is she wanted YouTube fame. She now has it. Oh, got to take this call. Storage unit. I was wrong. It was somebody calling to tell me that my extended truck warranty was up. They do it to me too. They do it to me too. Except I don't call the sheriff.
Levy County Dispatch, Natasha on a recorded line.
Hi, Natasha. This is LIEnette Preston in Otter Creek.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what I need to do, but I just had a really nasty phone call. I've been getting pranks a lot lately. But this lady said that I needed to keep my effing hands off of her man, that she saw me with him, and she's not going to tell me one effing more time or she's going to beat me up. She's going to hurt me. And there's a phone number. I don't know if the phone number belongs to her or what, but I have no clue who she's talking about or who she is, and I think somebody needs to do something about it.
Okay, understood. What's the address where you're located, ma'am?
151.
Okay, do you want to meet with an officer or do you want a phone call?
They can call me. They can call her. Whoever it is.
Give me one moment. I apologize. I have radio traffic. Can you proceed?
That's okay.
Give me one moment. I apologize.
It's okay. I couldn't get it recorded right from the jump, but I got it partly recorded. Yeah. You know, how can these people do to me what they're doing? And they're not evil? I'm doing nothing. But he did. You've been with what man? Right. I haven't been with any man in over 10 years.
Every hour of the day.
Okay.
I know.
What's your phone number, ma'am?
Let's just go with 941.
Okay. All right. And you don't know who this person is, correct?
No, I've been getting prank phone calls for the last 3 days because of Jeremy Hale's videos.
Okay.
But this one, she threatened to hurt me. So,
Understood. Okay, I'm going to have an officer give you a call over the phone, and if they need to meet with you, they will, okay?
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Only 3 days? I'm still getting them over a year now after they doxed my number, my addresses, my everything, and they posted it everywhere. And I don't believe this is a fan of What the Hales, because no true fan of What the Hales would do such a thing such as that. Now, I do hear Landon in the background, and Landon obviously has a very let's say complicated, maybe even complex relationship with his grandma, to the point where he called Levy County Sheriff multiple times. As a matter of fact, let's listen exactly what he had to say to dispatch about good old grandma, who hasn't been with anybody in over 10 years. Side note, I get death threats every day. Literally in the comments of some of the hate channels, there are death threats. But the most bold one from Crook. He literally told Lloyd that he was going to shoot me and kill me. And Lloyd will be testifying about that in court.
Levy County Sheriff's Office recorded line said the driver's requesting EMS now.
No, I didn't know which one to click, which one to go through. I'm dealing with something at LIEnette Michelle's property. This is Lane Preston speaking, her grandson. I currently stay here on her property. I'm looking to speak to somebody because she's trying to get us thrown off the property today. And we've been on this property going on 2 months now. We have we already got mail here. What?
Give me the address.
Yes, ma'am. What's the address? Hurry, give me it. She's on the phone with the cops too. She's telling them that she doesn't feel safe. She's saying she doesn't feel safe when she's.
North Otter Creek Avenue.
It's 151 North. Things about us to people.
She's the one with the gun.
And she's the one who, like, literally, she even just said.
Give me a callback number.
A callback. What's your
I'm going to have the officer give you a call on the phone. I'm not going to have him come out there.
Yes, ma'am. The number is 515.
Okay. And you said your name was Lane?
Landon.
Landon? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. She's trying to have an officer come out right now because she says it's unsafe with us here.
Okay. Is she the landlord?
No.
No, she is the owner of the property, yes. But we're in somebody's camper, and which is not in her, like, it's not in her name or nothing. And he's also been here for, 5-6 months now, and we've been here for almost going on 3. No, because we've been here 2 months. We're going on 3 months.
Okay. Okay. All righty. I'll have an officer give you a call. Keep your phone line open, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sheriff's Office recorded line. This is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. This is Lynette Preston. I was calling to find out, has there been a call for service to my property?
She wants to threaten you with it
Maybe
now.
County Sheriff's Office on the line.
Hi, I am so sorry to call. Is there any way I can have an officer dispatched to me so I can, talk to them? I'm living on the property with Lynette Preston, Michelle Preston, whatever the fee goes by. She woke up. So we're sitting in here. We're watching Lloyd's camper. Lloyd fell. He had a bad fall, and he had to go to the hospital. She's trying to accuse us. Like, she walked in, she's like, oh my God, it reeks of alcohol. I'm calling the sheriff. I'm getting you guys arrested. You need to get a plane ticket. You need to get my property. And I just want to make sure, I want to have an officer come out so I can have them even see, what's all in here. I want them to see, I need somebody to talk to because she's threatening with getting me arrested and like that, and I don't play those games. I do not play those games because I'm not going to be arrested for me not doing anything wrong. It is not happening.
Okay, what is the address?
If you can give me just one moment, I'm going to grab that right for you, okay?
Okay.
It's 151. My name is Landon Preston.
Landon?
Yes, ma'am. LANDEN.
Okay. What
Serious,
are
yeah.
you related to her?
Yeah, it's my grandma. It really, yeah. It's pathetic that we have to be in this situation. When she told us to come down, she gave us opportunity. She said she has a fishing boat, this, that. We moved down here, and everything she told me was a lie. It was just to get me down here so I can bust my eye. I've gotten nothing in return. And she's going off on me, freaking us off. She came in at about 6 o'clock this morning, screaming bloody murder. For starters, I don't even know how she got into the camper because the doors were locked. So I know they have a key, but I don't know if she used it. I know that Lloyd has asked for it back multiple times. Lloyd said he does not want her in here. He does not want anybody in here. That is why we are in here. We are in here to watch this camper, and we spend the night in here. We watch this camper. That's it.
Okay. Has there been any verbal or physical violence other than her coming in and screaming at you?
No physical violence. Verbal, I mean, she's just, screaming, cussing, going to off, per usual, but this time it's just a little bit worse. She said something about she's going to call the Levy County. I don't even know where the Levy County is. I just got here.
Okay.
I don't know where anything is. She said she's going to call an officer out, and she's going to get us in trouble for drinking. Well, I want an officer to come in and look at the full bottle of football sitting on the counter, not even opened yet. Because that is his bottle that he got the day he went to the hospital. He hasn't even got a fucking drink out of it yet.
Okay.
And she's accusing us of being alcoholics. I'm sorry. Yes, I am about to be 19 years old. I was an extremely bad alcoholic. I died 3 times in one night, and I...
Just when I thought I heard it all, this entire family has died, but they're not dead. Her mom died, but her mom didn't die. She died laying on a couch after an OD, but she's never done rugs. Landon has now died, and yet miraculously, he's still alive. This is a family direct descendants of Lazarus, apparently.
I had 23 seizures in one night.
Landon, what is your date of birth?
My date of birth is 11/22/05, ma'am.
Okay.
I've came a long way.
Where is she at now?
I don't even know. She's just running around. She's been texting my mom saying I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm cussing at her, I'm cussing her out. Ma'am, I'm not. I'm seriously, I have not left this camper because I cannot stand to be around her. I have not left this camper, and she's texting my mom. She's texting everybody. She's calling people, all her friends, like Patty Palmer or fucking Mandy, whatever, and she's calling them and talking about us, treating us like fun. It's not right. It's not right, ma'am. It really isn't. When we bust our and do everything in our power to make sure that we can sustain the household so that we can sustain this living, and I'm not going to be treated like shit.
Okay. Where are you at now?
I'm in the camper, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'll have a deputy come out there and make contact with you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking there's gotta be an award out there for this family. The most dramatic, the most lies, the most dead and then undead in the planet. I wish I could say world, but Judge Craig DeThomas says he won't let me. It's all about the planet. While I wait here for Christian to pick up a couple storage units we just won, let's, without further delay, not make you wait any longer. Let's get to that phone call where she tells the child she's gonna spank her in the mouth. And just a reminder, you want to help us out as we continue to fight this insanity? You can always go to our Whatnot auctions. Look up What the Hales. We're doing auctions Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you can bid on some of the What the Hales history, which helps fund the fight.
Levy County Sheriff's Office recorded line. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Lynette Preston in Otter Creek. I'm going to need to speak with a deputy. It's not directly related to Hales, but we had a survey done when we first bought our property, and the Hudsons who live behind us or are connected to us, they've taken out our posts now twice, our survey stakes, and this time they filled them full of shit. and put a sign up saying that if we go on their property, they're going to prosecute us. Well, they're on our property.
What's your address?
I think 151, no,
What's the callback number for you, please? Okay. And you said that they did what with your survey stakes?
they pulled up the survey stakes. We put them there twice. We even had we put a string out there months ago and stringed off our whole property so we could get our fence up. And they ended up pulling up the strings, pulling up the stakes, so we staked it again. And now the stakes are gone, and the hole out there is filled with poop. With a sign now that says, if we go on their land, they will prosecute. And they're actually trespassing on our land.
So what did they put the feces on?
In the hole where the stake was.
Okay.
So that if we have to dig the stake up, it's full of shit.
Okay.
Wait. So we just want to know the best way to handle it. Whatever we do, I don't want to do it without an officer because they are connected to the Hales, so we don't want any problems. I'm on the phone, and if you keep interrupting me, you're going to get your mouth spanked.
Yeah, that just happened, and the dispatcher said nothing, did nothing. Can you imagine? This child is now old enough to go into school. First of all, we all know LIEnette and Crook aren't going to allow her to go to school because schools are filled with mandatory reporters. And she could go to school and actually tell the truth, and that has to be reported. Of course, DCF has done nothing, hasn't even asked a question, didn't even go on the property in the last interview that we saw, or investigation. Interesting. You know what? This child would probably tell about a ton of different situations and circumstances. All the yelling. LIEnette has told anyone and everyone she can't control the child, but she's going to homeschool somehow. There's real things happening. Not things like, oh, you know what? Dad wouldn't let me watch Scooby-Doo when I wanted to watch Scooby-Doo. Not things like, oh, I wanted to play Minecraft, but Dad made me spend family time out on a boat. Not things that are silly. Real things. Real things are happening to this child, and no one is doing anything to help the child. I'm all for appropriate spanking. Never the head, never the face, only the bum, and never out of anger. And the only thing we have ever seen from LIEnette is rage and anger. You always discipline out of correction and love.
No, you can't. Stop talking. I'm on the phone.
Okay.
You're being rude.
Alrighty. I'm going to have an officer give you a call back so you can let him know what's going on here, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Levy County Sheriff's Office, Caitlin, on a recorded line. How may I help you?
Hi, Caitlin. LIEnette Preston, Otter Creek. I need a deputy out here.
Why? What's going on?
We're having problems with the Hudsons behind us. I called in and talked to one of your deputies earlier, told him that asked him the best way to handle it. They keep removing our markers, and now they're out there screaming and yelling, telling us to stay the fuck their land. That's our land, and they removed the markers, and we're just trying to find them, and they're out there screaming and yelling for Hales, taking freaking videos to put on his YouTube.
I'm not sure how LIEnette thinks this has anything to do with me, nor have I ever played any video clips from the Hudson sisters. LIEnette, in her own words, her public posts, 98% of all Otter Creek residents love her and John, embrace them, support them, meaning that there's only 2%, because there's only 100 people, Jeremy and George, who don't. And yet, she has a problem with everyone. Literally everyone. Family, supposed friends, The reason why she doesn't want me to know where she's lived, because she doesn't want those people to reach out to me and tell me the stories of what she's done there as well. She has a history. This is her profile. This is who she is, a problem with everyone. And I have nothing to do with it at all.
And I need a deputy out here. I'm not going to put up with this. It's our land. We paid for the survey. It's our land. It's our property.
Okay, and you called earlier today?
I called earlier yesterday or whatever and talked to a deputy about it because I knew there was going to be problems. Here's the property survey right here.
Okay.
I told them there was going to be issues the minute we tried to step over there to do what we need to do. I'm done being abused by everybody because of this person. I am. I'm done with it. About time to start taking my life back. Stop. I got the survey right here.
Yeah, just try not to talk to him, okay? We're going to have deputies around.
Deputy's coming to stop. Got it right here.
Just do it. Shit.
I'm done with this shit. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Being abused and treated like garbage by these people, and we don't do nothing.
Keep throwing my property too.
Okay, can you tell him to stop talking to the
He said
neighbor?
stop talking to her.
Crook literally just invited them to throw more dookie. I mean, invitation and everything right on out there. I'll never understand it. You know, I've never had problems like I've had in Otter Creek. I don't have problems with anybody until somebody creates a problem with me, and then they cry when I push back. How foolish is that? Let's poke a bear, a teddy bear, and then cry when the teddy gets dropped and you get the claw of the bear. These two provoke everyone and anyone they possibly can.
They're throwing on our property.
Okay. Well, we have a deputy en route, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
All right. No, I don't want you to keep talking to them. It's just going to aggravate him and aggravate them. So we have a deputy en route to handle the situation.
Go. I got it. You know, don't tell him to shut up.
Okay. Can you guys go inside until the deputies
You
get
guys
there?
are wrong. So stop.
Lynette.
Right here. Right here. Right
Lynette.
here. You know it was Mark.
Lynette.
This is so
Can you
stupid.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you and your husband go inside until deputies get there? There's no need to keep talking to the neighbors until they get there.
He's not my husband. That needs to be rectified right away.
Okay, whoever he is, the man yelling at the neighbors.
Give me a sec. Oh my goodness, I can't even take it. It's too much. It's too funny. It's not her husband. It's her soulmate.
He's not. He's gone. He's gone. He went in the house.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, are you inside?
No, I'm not. I'm standing out here. I don't want nothing to happen to my tortoises.
Okay, so don't talk to the neighbor then.
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
talking to you.
Okay.
The sheriff's here right now.
Okay.
I'll go let him in.
All right. I'm going to go ahead
All
and
right, thank
disconnect.
you.
You're welcome.
All right.